Hello and good morning, ESA. I am SunnymuffinSR. I am joined here by one of my wonderful friends, Slim Jim.
Hello.
And we're going to be playing Evergate today. We have a little bit of time in this intro to do some explaining there, but we're just going to go ahead and just start this thing right off. So if you can give me a countdown, Slim Jim, give me like a 5.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
All right, we are off. So yeah, this is Evergate. It is a little indie puzzle platformer by Stone Lantern Games. And if you have not played this game, you are doing yourself a disservice.
Yeah.
It's like $3 on Steam right now, and it's probably the best $3 you could ever spend. Oh, sorry, my American is showing. Dollary dues?
I think it's €2.50 right now. Yeah.
All right, cool. So, Aishma, can I get my Soul Flame color? What are we changing this thing?
Yes, we are picking purple. It is quite in the lead at the moment over blue in second place, yellow in third, and then we have black, red, green, and white. And as Sunny has said, we can actually change that color during the run. So if you're ever getting tired of the purple color, please keep your donations coming, and we can absolutely change that while we are blasting through this game.
Awesome, thank you, Aishma. Yeah, so this is the game's main mechanic, the Soul Flame. So if you have strong opinions on color and you want to donate your money to a good cause, you could overtake purple. But I personally am very, very partial to purple, so I'm going to be enjoying this run. But if you have some strong opinions and you want to make me change it mid-run, you can go ahead and do that. But yeah, so the Soul Flame is our main mechanic. It's coming out of our little character Key here. Key gets unfair comparison to Ori, like from Ori and the Blind Forest. The games are, I assure you, I played both, love both games, fantastic games. They are quite different. So the Soul Flame mechanic is coming out of your character, and you're going to use it to be interacting with crystals. So these crystals are all going to do a number of various things depending on which chapter we are in. And the game does a very good job of just introducing these all one at a time. And we'll be seeing what the different crystals mechanics are and how they make you fast. So this game, as a puzzle platformer, you have like a slowdown mechanic. You can take your time. You can go real slow. I'm not gonna do that.
We are not gonna do it as a puzzle platformer.
Oh,
We're
no.
just doing it as a platformer.
We're just doing it as a platformer. So there's a quick fire option where I am using the right stick to activate the Soul Flame immediately. So instead of like slowing down and lining these things up, I am just using the different directionals to come out of the body of Key and interact with these crystals. So yeah, we have our boost crystal here. This is our first one we're interacting with. It's simple enough. Boost, go fast. Yeah, and then using the boost crystal, it kind of all depends on the angle. So I'm trying to get really, really sharp angles because then as you see, Key just like goes faster and faster and faster. Next up, we have our artifact system. So we have our Lucky Frog here. The Lucky Frog increases the power of my boost crystal and makes me go even faster. Since this is any percent, I'm allowed to use any of the artifacts that I unlock during the run. There's about 3 of them that are actually useful in a speedrun context. And one of them that you only use in 100% because you don't have access to all of the artifacts until you do 100%. If you look on the top right, you will see a counter of like there's like flowers in each level, there's crystals in each level, and there's a speedrun timer. So I would be very, very remiss if I did not hit the speedrun timer on all of these levels because they are quite generous. But yeah, that's the end of chapter 1.
Nice. So basically, what we are doing in this game is this little guy is searching for lost memories of his little brother, I believe.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he's going through the afterlife right now and trying to kind of wrestle with some of the things that happened in his life, mainly his relationship with his brother. But yeah, we're moving into one of the levels. There's a couple of glitches in this game. So here, these are the earth crystals, and what I am trying to do is hit an earth crystal, and then just a couple of frames later, hit my Soul Flame. And what it does is it will
Unlock your cables.
yeah, having an issue with the controller here. Maybe something tech.
We have a controller issue right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna plug it. I'm plugging it. Try again.
No, what's happening?
Controller, please. Pause up. Oh, there we go. We have controller back.
All right.
And we got
Don't
the glitch. There we
question
go. All right, no big deal. That was quick technical issues. Yeah, it's just all part of like playing on a different setup than you have. I think what I did is my controller cord is just resting on the keyboard, just making things nice and fun here. But yeah, we're just moving through chapter 2 here. So the game, once it introduces a crystal, now we have multiple crystals. There's multiple ways to use these to fly through our levels and interact with each level uniquely. And then it just starts mixing all of these mechanics, and by the time we are at the end of the game, we're going to have a whole bunch of different options. We have some birds. Birds are jerks, so we have to avoid them. Every time I activate a crystal from this point on in this chapter, a bird will spawn off screen and come try to attack me. These birds can interact with the terrain, they can interact with me. If I get hit, they will kill me. Luckily, this game is like pretty beginner friendly too, because every level is fairly short and it's pretty much instant respawn. So even if you make a mistake, it's not that big a deal.
So that makes it kind of like a Celeste, where you always start like beginning of the level as well. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's basically in that case, it's a mix of Celeste and Ori, right?
Yeah. It has like very similar mechanics to those.
Yeah.
Oh, I got hit off screen. No. There we go. Okay. Cool. And that's the end of chapter 2.
Nice. Yeah,
You're already
I must say it's like the third time I've seen you run this, and it's just such a beautiful game. I'm always amazed with like the backgrounds and stuff. Yeah.
All right, we are in between chapters here, so I think we have time for a message.
All right, let's go ahead. We have $35 from Jake Pop Dart saying, "Good luck, Sonny. Let's send some glasses later." And they're putting that money towards Super Mario Bros. 3 any percent bonus run. And with a quick checkup on that, we are still about $100 away from meeting that target. So please, everybody, get your donations in from that, because it is actually coming up after the Streets of Rage 2 run, which will happen after this one. So you still, you have a bit more time. We definitely will be able to hit those 100 or get those $100 and to hit that target, but don't wait until the last minute to get those in.
Yeah, this is the part where you need to hit like the corner jump, right?
Yeah, so this is the corner clip. Can you explain it? Maybe? Can you let them know what a corner clip jump is?
Oh yeah. So basically, Sunny wants to jump right into the corner, and basically he gets his double jump back because the mechanics are iffy.
Yeah, hitboxes in this game are a suggestion, and you can clip into basically any corner and re-get your jump back. It does save time on several levels. I only do it on 2, I believe, because it is quite difficult, and it's kind of like an ego thing. I know I can do it, so I have to do it.
So, Sunny, I just noticed a change in your screen. What are you doing different in this level?
Oh, yeah. So I play Evergate on the hybrid control scheme. So I use both keyboard, mouse, and controller. I'm primarily on controller, but you get a lot more precision with keyboard mouse. So you can use that to interact with all these various crystals that we're playing with throughout the levels, or you can use controller. I just find controller more comfortable, but there are certain levels that I gotta do them on keyboard mouse, because like either the strategy is just too slow on controller, or I'd have to use slowdown. I only use slowdown on like a couple different areas. But yeah, most of these levels are done completely unintended. If you play this game casually, it's gonna
really
look
cool,
far
actually.
different than what it's looking like right here. Okay, cool. So we unlock the firecracker tail. What I'm trying to do here, there's the 3 really precise shots. And just the faster you can get them off, the better. But we got all of those where they needed to go. Yeah, we unlocked the firecracker tail here. It's the main artifact that we use throughout the run. You see it equipped there in the upper left-hand side of the screen. Increases move speed, 25%. Love to see it.
And move speed is good.
this is one of the times I'm going to use slowdown. It's a long level, and if you miss that and you don't hit both of those crystals, you just have to redo the entire thing. But that's the end of chapter 3.
Right. While we are in between chapters, Tech, can you make my game sound a little less?
What, you don't want to hear this beautiful soundtrack?
Well, I want to, but if the soul flames are going off, they're like so loud that I barely understand you. So that's better.
Oh, I'm just sitting here yapping. You don't need to hear me.
No, but ask me a question that was kind of not you.
It's fine.
Oh, you know, just abusing the soul flame. What could go wrong?
This is the most broken crystal in a speedrun sense. This is our swap crystal. So I am swapping Key's position with the crystal and the source. So if you think of them like 3 in a line, you just go to where the end of the line is. These, like on an individual level basis, are absolutely ridiculous. These levels. You can do these super fast, and the record holder in this game actually has some like really insane ILs. And the skill ceiling is just out of this world.
Is there like a really active community, or is it just like 1 or 2 guys like?
Like the game came out. I'm not even sure when. It wasn't terribly long ago. But when it first came out, there was a pretty active speedrun scene, and now it's kind of dwindled off. But I still come back to this game like at least 2 or 3 times a year to replay it and like re-speedrun it because it's just so much fun.
Nice. Oh, I remember this one from the last time. It was really good that you hit it on first try, right?
Yeah. So here we're aiming for a very specific corner in this, and I can't do it while the snow is falling. There we go.
Nice.
Yeah, and then the other thing is crystals can be combined. So there's a lot of times I'm like actually avoiding hitting multiple crystals at the same time, which on controller is quite difficult to do. On keyboard it's a little bit easier, just a little bit more precise. But when you combine crystals, you get the properties of both of them, and that's going to come up in a few levels where I do it intentionally. But right now I am having a hard time with this. There we go. The fire crystal in the middle there. So fire crystals burn source. So once that the white stuff on the bottom is gone there, I can no longer interact with the crystals. So it's kind of like just a bait one in there in the middle. It's used for 100% to unlock some stuff, but in any percent, we're just trying to beat these levels as quick as possible. Cool. So yeah, that was the end of chapter 4. Moving on to chapter 5.
Nice.
So chapter 5, this one we're gonna be doing some hunting of some caribou. This is actually one of my favorite crystals. It's the arrow crystal, and it will just shoot out in a direction based on where you're hitting it from. And the game it's just so well thought out. It's so well designed. Like you even see like as you're moving around with Key, these crystals will rotate with you, so you can kind of like get a visual of how to line them up and make them do what you want them to do. Okay, so what we're doing here, I need to use this swap crystal to come up to the upper right-hand side here, and then line up this arrow crystal to hit an unintended way of getting over here, and it skips the entire level.
Nice. The thing with Evergate is, like in a lot of speed games, when something is unintended, it looks unintended. I feel like with Evergate, in a lot of places, it doesn't look unintended, but it's like way shorter than the actual way. So yeah, I don't know if that's good or bad game design, but it's there.
This is one of the harder strats in the entire run. You're on a very tight cycle here, so you're in between these blizzard storms, and I need to get underneath this earth platform to protect me from the snowstorm, while doing all of this pretty difficult platforming here. See if we can get it. And then I also need to jump up high enough that the arrow crystal will hit the caribou on the left-hand side. So I'm hitting one caribou, coming up, hitting another caribou. There we go. All right. That strat is so hard. It's just, there's a lot of moving parts going into it. But we're back to a nice little casual level here. This is one where you really see the combination of the crystals coming in here. So like I'm combining a fire crystal with an arrow crystal there to like launch fire. keyboard mouse level. Sometimes it's like the game just goes so fast. It's really difficult to even remember like what level is coming up and like what I have to do in that level to beat it, because they're all puzzles. But we're on to the last level here. This one's pretty straightforward. We hit our caribou, unlock our end gate, and then we are almost
And we fuck up.
chapter. Jeez, Slim Jim.
Can't help.
This is the 8 a.m. crew. We're chilling here.
Right.
All right, moving on. We're getting some more story here, but I'm just gonna mash through it because the story is fantastic. So I know you haven't played this game at home, so you should go buy it right now, and you can watch the gameplay. You can watch that. Please keep watching, ESA. But then you can go back and you can play the story for yourself.
Yeah,
really, truly
you
experience it.
Buy it now. No, not now. In 20 minutes when this run is over. But
You know what they can do with the money in the meantime, though? They can donate it to Alzheimer's.
Oh, that is such a good idea, Ishma. That's
Right?
why you're one of my friends.
Right?
Ishma.
Like, for example, you can still change the Soul Flame color during this run. At the moment, purple is still in the lead. But, you know, blue is not that far behind. You know, with a little bit of a help, we can see a blue color instead of the lovely purple on screen right here, if you so choose. And we also have a target open for the Super Mario Bros. 3 run, where we can see an any % bonus run after the run that is already on the schedule. If you want to see that one, we need about $100 more until then. But there's also still Streets of Rage 2 in between those, where we have a character choice poll open, and currently Max is in the lead over both Skate and Axel. So if you want to see any of these two characters, please go ahead and donate towards Alzheimer's Fund.
Thank you,
that
Ishma.
skip looked really nice.
Yeah, that was another corner clip jump. That one saves like an absolutely ridiculous amount of time. So I'm really happy to get that one pretty fast. The first one I did was just like an ego one. I'm like, I can do this. We're gonna make it happen. Yeah, this is another keyboard mouse level because we gotta line up some pretty precise shots. Yeah, like Ishma said, if you are tired of seeing this beautiful purple color, you can let people know with your money. We can raise some more money for Alzheimer's Fund. Yeah, we're in this like beautiful Northern Lights level. This is just making me love being in Scandinavia here. We get to see the Northern Lights. Not this time of year, but we're gonna see them in Evergate.
It's always a pleasure coming.
Yeah, we're just hitting some more caribou here.
But also, let me point out the sound design as well, like the music and also both the music and like the Soul Flame and all the different crystals you hit. They all have this like distinct like sounds. And, it's really well designed.
Oh yeah, the entire game is absolutely fantastic. Would recommend. This one we were skipping over an unintended side, just going over a whole bunch of ice that you're clearly not supposed to be able to get over. But we're speedrunners. We don't like to play within the rules of the game.
Speaking of colors, something a little bit behind the scenes here, but if I'm looking at the Soul Flame color poll, something that is tilting me a little bit, I'm not going to lie about that, is that the purple bar is green, the blue bar is purple, the yellow bar is teal, the black bar is orange, the red one is blue, the green is yellow, and the white is red. And you're just looking at this and your brain just melts.
Yeah, we're getting our fierce flight mechanic here. This is like your Celeste feather, where the game usually only has like a handful of movement options, but now you're like completely moving around in the 2D space. And we're coming up on one of my favorite levels here. It's the one after this, but part of being in the speedrun community is getting to argue about what the best control method is, and this level up here is 100% controller only strat. Like, if you play on keyboard mouse, sorry, you can't do it, because you have to shoot a off-screen crystal, and you can't aim off a screen with a mouse.
So it's auto aim with a controller.
Yeah, it will snap to the crystal on controller. On KBM, you just can't do it. So the world record holder, he is absolutely incredible with KBM, like much more so than I am. But has to begrudgingly switch to controller for that level because it's just faster. I am.
And he's fuming every time he has to do it.
Yeah. I am definitely of the mindset that just do what's faster, and I'll use both. I don't care. I will.
But I mean, if he's the world record holder, he kind of decides what's faster, right?
Yeah.
You're too slow.
Yeah, and he's definitely done a bunch of innovation on controller strats too. There's going to be one coming up at the in our later levels here, and I'll make sure to point that out as well.
Chapters, right? Can we do a donation?
Yeah, I think we have time. We're in between chapters.
We
Take it
have
away.
a pretty big anonymous donation for $303.
Oh.
They are putting that toward the Mighty Setup Mighty Nature mouse pad, so congratulations on that reward. They're also putting it toward purple, so purple is really in a massive lead over any other color. I don't think we will actually see that switch happen. But they're also putting it towards the Super Mario Bros. 3 any% bonus run, which has now been met, so we will be seeing that later on today. However, that donation also came with a question. Question for the runner. How old are rocks?
How old are rocks? Do you want the short answer or the long answer?
The long answer.
Go for it.
So the oldest rocks on the planet are about 2.4 billion years old. We know that due to radiometric dating. But like relatively, no. I'm actually a science teacher IRL, so I get to talk to you about rocks all day. Cool. So we're doing our air raid mechanic here. So this is, I believe, like the lore. It's like set during the bombing of London, World War II, and we're triggering these air raids to destroy terrain here, and use the air raid to interact with these puzzles as well. So we're getting several different puzzle interactions. Oh, I almost saved it. This level is actually harder on controller, and I don't know why I do controller. I should just do it on KBM. And not ego play controller, but there we go. Okay, cool. Because there's just so much stuff. When there's a lot of noise on the screen, there's a lot of different crystals you can hit. The snapping of controller actually goes against you. Oh, more wonderful sound design.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, and as you see, the levels are getting more and more intense. We're getting lots of different interactions with crystals here. We're thinking with crystals.
Also getting more intense, like these air raids things that they just trigger a little bit of anxiety. It's really how should I describe it? It really makes you feel like you're in the moment, and it's you don't want to be in an air raid.
Just quickly piggybacking off what Sunny said, if you're a science teacher and you can talk about rocks, what you're saying is if you want more rock facts, people have to donate money.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, you heard it here, chat. If you want the, rock facts straight from Sunny Muffin, donate.
So moving right along, this is the last level of this chapter, and we are using our soul flame here to. Okay. So we have to dodge the air raid simultaneously while making your way through the level. And on some of these levels, it's not the easiest of things. And I have to use the fierce flight to break that target there. And there we go. So you're literally just weaving in and out of this air raid that's coming down. But yeah, that's probably one of the more visually impressive strats in the run. And just fucking right along. This is going great. Sunnymufin, how are you doing today?
Well, I woke up refreshed, I guess. Yeah. Not expecting to commentate Evergate with you, but always a pleasure.
Oh, you're gonna be an Evergate pro.
Yeah, I might have to learn a few threads as well. Yeah, not just watching. Epic music rising up. All
All right, so now we're moving on to the everything is chrome area. We're like into like the future, I think is what is happening here. But now we are able to get more than one jump. So the spring crystal gives us basically just a jump for every spring crystal that you consume. And you can get up to like, I don't know how far it stacks, but you can have a ton of extra jumps. You don't really see it casually, but there is an achievement for it. So if you like some cool achievements, this game has fantastic achievements, amazing soundtrack, and it's such a vibe.
The mouse keyboard level.
Yep, there's gonna be several of these coming up, but we're again just taking more unintended paths. We have these little EMP fields here, these hexagonal things. Your soul flame just doesn't work in them, so you have to work around them, solve the puzzles a little bit differently than how it. So I'm trying to. There we go. We have to hit that crystal at a really weird angle. And
You're not supposed to get out of there, right? And you just do anyways. Okay. Yeah.
not that way. A lot of really weird angles. A lot of manipulating different things. So close. Now here we have to use the arrow crystal to break the little tree area thing there. And then I'm using two double jumps that you're really not supposed to be able to get to from this side of the level to get me up to this platform, hopefully in a good amount of time here. So my controller keeps liking to lock onto that other arrow crystal instead of my jumps. There we go. But it's a lot of really tight angles here. This is like one of my favorite levels casually. But the speedrun strat of it is notoriously difficult. So it might take. We are in trouble here. All right, we're just gonna take it a little bit slow here, making sure we get my jumps. Oh, it's still.
Damn.
Sometimes it's harder to take things slow when you haven't practiced going slow. You practice going fast. There we go.
Yes.
Yeah, using that to climb this little center area here. You can actually deactivate the EMP shields. You're gonna see that coming up in one level, I believe, later. But it's slow, so we usually just don't do it. Just work your way around them and do your best to go fast. Using our little robot friend's laser there to take out that target, and yeah, we're moving right along. All right, we're coming up to our boss fight here. This is our boss fight Crow. Because again, birds are jerks.
Yeah.
I'm an RPG speedrunner too. Why is there always an RPG jerk bird?
Because it's the law.
Yesterday I saw like 10 seagulls all at once, like picking apart like some McDonald's, and they would fly over us, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's coming up in Evergate as well.
Alright, so here we're actually using another artifact, the Spirit Arrow, which makes it so my arrows lock onto the target. So this bird here is just going to get locked onto, and we're using these arrows. Like, normally there's like a little puzzle you have to get to like, take out the bird and get these arrow hits in.
Yeah,
but you can just do it from the platform if you use this artifact. Kind of trivializes it, but all in the name of speed. That's our boss fight. Switch back to our firecracker tail because we like movement speed, and we're moving on to the final real chapter of the game. And this is where stuff starts to get really weird. So the entire time we've been interacting with crystals, there's only been like, it's been pretty linear to this point. I know it doesn't look like it, but now we are going to have just so many options. Because in this chapter, there is source that I can hit that is going to change every crystal in the level to a different type of crystal. So I'm going to use this to change it to a pull all of the crystals in the level to a pull crystal, and I just use the pull crystals. You see there are 4 different things I can hit that'll change the crystals into different types of crystals. you're thinking with crystals now. These levels you can do in just a multitude of different ways.
Are there like different options also that are like similarly fast, or is it always like this crystal that's the fastest?
It depends on the level. That last level right there, I just used a boost crystal to basically just cheese the entire thing, or used a swap crystal. Here we're using our jumps, swapping around, just everything starts going really, really fast when you get to this point in the game. Now we have our expanding fire. This is going to be a theme. I don't remember the significance of that, but fire's scary. We're running from that. We're getting out of there. This level has one of the hardest strats. Did I get it first try? Oh, I got it first. Let's go. It's very quick going from right to left while you're midair, and just the precision required to hit all three targets on that left side. It's very, very hard. Now this is just a vertical fall level. You're just trying to thread the needle here, going between these two little platforms here. Break some glass, and we're out of here. Done with that chapter. That is the hardest chapter, and I think that's the chapter I just did the fastest.
Well, sometimes it's like this, right? The strats are harder, but if you hit them all, it's just crazy fast.
Yeah. Moving into muscle memory. Final chapter here. This one we have a little bit of a cutscene here, so Ishmael, if you have a message for us, you could talk to us about some charity or something. That'd be cool.
Well, you know what I can talk to you about? I can talk to you about Stream 2, because here at ESA we don't only have one stream where you can watch speedruns all week, we also have a second stream that goes live every day at 10 a.m. So in about half an hour from now. And the first one today on Stream 2 will be a multi-volt archipelago randomizer between Ocarina of Time, Super Mario 64, Pokemon Fire Red, and Dark Souls 3. And if you have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, you definitely give that a watch, like right from the start, so the people there can tell you what all of that is about. And I can tell you, it is wild. It will run for about 4 hours or so, and that will be just the highlight of the day already for me. However, more importantly, later on that day, there will be a Crash team racing run by HypnoShark. And we have a target for that. If you donate a total, not only you alone, but, the community cumulatively, $1,000, we will, or rather HypnoShark will also beat the Spyro 2 demo that is bundled in with that game. We already have $74 towards that, so we are, roughly a tenth or so on the way there, but we still need quite a bit more money. So please keep your donations coming. Put them towards Stream 2. Go watch Stream 2 if you, don't like what is on Stream 1. I don't know why that would not be to your taste, but hey, maybe it can happen. So yeah, in about half an hour, Stream 2 will start. So, maybe give that a watch as well. ESA Marathon 2, right here on Twitch.
I think most people have 2 monitors. 2 monitors equals 2 streams, right? That's just basic math.
I mean, you can also have Tiltify open on 2 monitors and donate double the amount.
Also, you have a mobile phone, right? So just watch one.
ESA Marathon 3?
Yeah.
Huh? Anybody? Anybody?
No, watch it on 2 different sources, so we get more viewership.
That sounds like gaming the system a little bit. You could just tell a friend about ESA and get them to pull up the streams on both of their monitors.
By the way, I just saw in chat when we were talking about stones earlier. One wrote in German "Steinalt," which basically means old as a stone, which I found really funny because I'm into dad jokes.
Perfect. Yeah, here things are just getting ridiculous. No, I missed the skip. Okay, so now we basically have infinite boost jump. Anytime I'm connecting with source, I am getting a boost crystal. There we go. Thread that needle, skip that part. Oh, that feels good to hit. The first time I learned that trick, it took me, an unreasonable amount of tries to hit it first time.
Yeah, I think when we did this in the Netherlands, you do like 5 times to get through it, so it's really nice to hit it first time.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say you're on fire now, but luckily you're not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here we have unlimited jump crystals. So every time I connect to the source, I'm getting an extra jump, threading the needle there. This is just some fun platforming here. All right, cool. We're on to the last little section here. our fierce flight, moving through this level. And the game, the audio design, oh my gosh. It is so good. The audio just coming to the end right
It's
here.
like it's building up. Yeah.
It just, like, they just did a fantastic job. Like, again, $3 on Steam. You cannot go wrong with this game. So yeah, we're gonna be getting a little bit of lore here, and we're gonna be having time coming up here in just a second here. So we're back to where it all started, and we have Key's brother here, and we're gonna be just kind of mending their souls together, and it's just it's a big climax for the story. I recommend going and playing this. All right, time coming up in. They're done yapping. Time. Yeah, so that was Evergate.
Oh, look at them go. Oh, that's so sweet with like the pictures of the children.
Yeah. So that was fantastic. Thank you all for watching. So I messed up with the incentive, and I'm gonna make it right. My Steam cloud save did not transfer over. I'm gonna donate $100 to the next incentive up, just to make it right. I am sorry, y'all. I love y'all. I love SunnymuffinSR. I love VSA, and I messed up. So I'm gonna fix that. We won't be getting the bonus levels today. I just can't do it. Like the cloud save didn't go. I'm from the US. I don't know how things work. Clouds. But yeah, anyway, shout outs to the bouldering crew at ESA. Y'all are amazing, and you've made this event so much fun. Shout outs to Evergate community. If you want to play this game and run this game, highly recommend it. But yeah, Slim Jim, anything before we go?
Yeah, shout outs to like our friend group, I guess. Who is
yeah.
always behind us, including Butz, who actually woke up for this. Yeah, I guess it's here around.
Yeah, see you around. Love you, ESA.